Hello, welcome to my channel, y'all. My name is Demetrio Robledo in Spanish. I realized, sorry, I just like got out the shower. I'm like super oily. But I realized that I never did a channel welcome, and it's something that I definitely want to do. Before then, though, I definitely want to do this quick haul with y'all. So, long story short, I went to this store. I'm from Chicago, and I'll get into that a bit later also. But I went to this store called Blue Lady Wellness, owned by Nadia. I was looking for some singing bowls, and I didn't end up finding them, but I found some other stuff. So I essentially bought this bowl from her. This is a bowl. Let me show you. It's a two part bowl, so you can burn some charcoal and some resin in here, or you can like put some oil on the top and light this little whatever candle at the bottom, and it'll burn the like diffuse the oil. So I bought two different resins. I bought myrrh, I believe, and then benzoin. This one I believe is like for what is the word? Purification, and this one is like kind of like protection, like a love thing. Protection, love, energy, all that. So you just take out some of the resin, just like a rock, and then you put it on top of the charcoal and you burn it, and etc. etc. So let me get this going, and then I want to show you some crystals that I bought from her, including some crystals that I already have, and then I'll get to like essentially what I hope to do with this channel, and like just a bit about myself as well. Sorry, it takes a minute for sure. Okay, I think I got it. Alrighty, so we're gonna let that be there to just protect the space, protect with love. And actually mirror, I think, was like one of the three things given to Jesus, like I think at the time of his birth, and like after he died they like buried him with it or something. So anyways, moving on, this is my first crystal I got from actually Phoenix, Arizona. It's called clear quartz. It essentially helps give you clarity. Like you can like meditate with it, say like I am clear, etc. I have another one called calcite that I just bought from Nadia at her Blue Lady Wellness shop. And this one she said is like also about clarity, but like more with your creator, rather than just like yourself. And then I have Amazonite, which is essentially all about the truth, aligning your divine plan with like divine creator and like angels and all that. And then I have this pink thylight that I bought in Sedona, Arizona, actually, and that's pretty much a love stone. It is the love stone. It opens. Let's see. I have like a little card that I got with it. It says it opens the heart chakra to feel unconditional love, self-love, and compassion. It helps you to express love in a joyful and non-judgmental way, and it stimulates healing and rejuvenation, enhances fertility, and helps to rejuvenate the body and mind due to anxiety. So some of these I keep in my room, some I keep in the bathroom when I'm doing my skincare, and then the clear quartz I typically drive with that, just to keep me safe. It makes me feel safe at least. Onto the channel and like some of the like pillars that I would like to focus on. I'm like, my face is so greasy, y'all. It's because I just got out the shower and my skin hasn't like soaked up all the oils yet. I do on TikTok. I've done my skincare routine. I've done like my hair care routine, full body skincare, working on like a nail series. So Demetrius Oblito, check me out. Anyways, back to my channel. So one of the things, as you can tell, spirituality is going to be a big part of my channel. That's something that I have been developing the last few years because I feel like I'm more spiritual than religious. I think religion tends to separate people, whereas spirituality tends to bring people together. So I very much nurture my spirituality over any religion. And I think within spirituality, astrology is like right kind of within that pillar, within that avenue, because first of all, with spirituality and astrology, it's all things that you take with a grain of salt. Like, for example, I'm a Virgo, and like, yes, there are a lot of things that I identify with being a Virgo, like being overly analytical, kind of reaching for the stars, always wanting to reach for perfection, and being very organized, always trying to like help the person next to me, and then being upset when they don't listen. But all of that are again things to take with a grain of salt. Of like, think about like when you're writing an essay, you have like an outline versus like the actual essay itself. I see astrology and spirituality as like just kind of like guidance and like an outline to live by and like fill in the gaps of who I truly am as a person. And spirituality and astrology especially are things that I feel like we do not tap into enough and like understand, and like even like we either like people see it as like a joke, as like they criminalize it, they demonize it, say that it's like devil worship. I don't know, like I'm looking at family of mine and like very religious people that like don't actually do their research and make snap judgments based off of what someone told them or how they're conceptualizing it. Those are not people that I respect. However, I think that a lot of spirituality and astrology are not digestible for the everyday person, especially for like a religious person. So I hope to like bring that to this channel, bring that to the forefront of my channel, and like help people understand what people mean when they say like like the stars this, and like your floor chart readings that, and like all of that stuff. And nurturing your spirituality is just like to me like meditating, praying, essentially just talking to whoever you feel like your creator is. Although we all have the same creator, we all like identify and define and name that differently, but essentially we're all still always talking about the same thing. So the next thing that I am really big on, and like each of the things that I will focus on mainly on my channel like are very interconnected, because I definitely will prioritize like fitness on my channel as well, and dieting, which is within fitness, and honestly like my like beauty care and like skincare routine and all that, like all of that is also a part of like nurturing just my being, and like just making sure that I'm always able to show up best for myself and others around me. I think the pillars that I will focus on are things that like are more my lifestyle, and I'm sharing that with others. I'm sharing what it looks like when I do it and how you can like make it applicable to your own life. So definitely fitness and diet. I have been trying. I'll show you where my body is at right now. I have been trying to like obtain the body that I want for the last 10 years. I definitely don't have like any abs or anything, but I'm pretty fit, I would say slim. Don't have my abs showing yet. So I'm very natural, very like would not take any like enhancing drugs or anything. Very like, I understand people that do that. I have no idea that world. I don't want to know about it at all. But anyways, I would like to share my like fitness routine, like make it as simple as possible, because like it's always like overcomplicated and like very hard to understand, and it's really pretty simple. Like I don't count my macros, my micros, anything crazy like that. But I have seen what works for me, and again, I just want to share that with people. And then next, I feel like kind of transitioning from fitness and diet. Essentially, a lot of this will just be me vlogging also, just kind of giving life updates of like things that I feel like I've learned throughout the years. I'm 27 years old. Again, I want to get into my intersectionality and explain what that is in a few minutes. But essentially, I'm 27 years old. I've learned a lot along the way. I've been in college for the last 10 years of my life. And a lot of the life lessons that I'm learning, I think people tend to learn as they age, and just experience life and gain wisdom. However, a lot of people don't, and then don't know how to like share that with others on top of that. So that's something that I would really like to do with this channel also, just share life lessons slash through vlogging and sharing like updates of like things going on in my life and how I learned these lessons. And then the last two things would be I really have like a common ground series or maybe channel, sub-channel, something that I would like to start. Because if anybody knows that channel Jubilee, who has like that middle ground series where people kind of come and like debate very hot issues, topics, conversations, whatever you want to call it, and kind of play devil's advocate with each other and try to get each other to like understand the other perspective. I think that that's very necessary. However, I think we need more of a common ground series where people are extending an olive branch to like agree to some sort of like common ground, common knowledge, common understanding on like how to resolve these issues that we're having, that we're facing. Because a lot of the time it's like, well, if we can't change each other's mind, let's just agree to disagree. And it's like, yes, but no, like we can't always do that with everything, like things like abortion, immigration, trans issues, etc. Like these are things that we need to like see eye to eye on and make it work for us as a society so we can move on from these issues. And I don't feel like we do that. And I would like to start opening that conversation. And again, I'll get into this later, but I am a social worker. I just graduated with my master's in social work. So I feel like that's a lot of where my solutions are going to come from, of like the knowledge that I've been given and like how to use it and like how to share it with others, like how to make it digestible, but not too digestible, like, because we all have different levels of comprehension, consciousness, awareness, etc. So I really want to like bridge the gap as much as possible. And then lastly, I will have some sort of like course that I want to share with you all. Of course, it's not going to be no like $500 or like subscribe. You have to pay every monthly subscription for it. Nothing crazy. I don't know how to make a course. It's something that I definitely have to learn and then like put on this platform also. But essentially what I was saying earlier of like my lifestyle, I would like to share that with other people. Some sort of blueprint of like, this is what makes me feel balanced, makes me feel free, makes me feel secure in myself, and best able to show up not just for myself, but for others as well, people that I love in my life. Given my intersectionality and like just how I see the world, all of that, like I would like to make some sort of blueprint, put that in like some sort of course that people can like either follow completely or like adapt to like work best in their life and their own lifestyle. I'm also like, I'll get to it. Let me finish that by saying I would like to have some kind of course that I can like, provide for you all, so that even like content creation, because I've been doing a lot on TikTok, Instagram, all of that. Essentially, yes, I want to share my lifestyle with you all and have you all be able to like take what you want from it. So yes, that's again Demetrius Robledo, Demetrio Robledo. My channel name is Venus and Mars 333, obviously, and across like all of my platforms, like all of my domains are gonna be always something like fun and like, I don't want to say silly, but just like I don't take myself too seriously, and I am really big into astrology. I'm getting really big into it, so I really like incorporating that into my domains and my names. But moving on to my intersectionality before I run out of time here. And I usually don't have things this structured, but I did write it down just so that I didn't forget as much as I would like to share. My intersectionality, for those that don't know, is essentially like everything that makes up you. It's not you yourself. Like you can be like a mother, you can be a dentist, you can be a dog walker. Like all of those are like a part of the spinning wheel that makes you who you are, but not one of them individually are who you are. They're just a piece of you. So, and I think your intersectionality is what helps you connect to others and like have relatable experiences. That said, some of my intersectionality, so I grew up Jehovah's Witness. Actually, I'm not Jehovah's Witness myself, but honestly like half of my family is. So that's, I think, where my spirituality started being developed, because a lot of my teenage years was rejecting the religion that I grew up in, and then like just not necessarily rejecting everything that they taught, but just the way their approach and how they went about it, I didn't agree with, and I don't. So I do have like a religious background. My gender and sexuality, I would say I'm pretty queer in both of those. Gun to my head, if I had to choose something, I would probably say I'm non-binary, very androgynous. My sexuality, I would say that I'm pretty pansexual. I have never, well, I've only been with men, so I've been gay for like the last 10 years of my life also. But I definitely think I'm open to just relationships and sexual connections with anybody, just people in general. I think if anything, I'm more demisexual, where I need an emotional attachment to do anything. And I'm pretty like queer with my fashion and my like gender expression also. Like I love being a man in a dress and heels sometimes. I love being mask presenting. My voice is very like mask, but like I speak femininely, so very like again balanced. I am from Chicago. I'm from the South Chicago and East Side neighborhoods. And then my last 2 years of high school, I went to Eisenhower High School in the suburbs. So I have some suburban understanding, but I'm definitely a city boy and a South Chicago East Side boy at that. And my father passed when I was 10 months old. So I grew up single parent household, but my mom married a few times after that. So I also know the step family experience. I'm the younger sibling of two. I have an older sister who's about 15 months older than me, so definitely understand that as well. Bilingual, speak Spanish and English. I do identify as Afro-Latino. I'm Black, Puerto Rican, and I would say either Indigenous, Native, Mexican. I think I'm like second or third generation on both sides, but both of my grandparents are from the island of Puerto Rico, or my Mexican side, we're from New Mexico and then Mexico. But growing up in South Chicago, I've had very much a Black American experience, and then the East Side, very much a Mexican American experience. And then no matter where we lived, we were always a Puerto Rican household. So like those three racial and ethnic identities really make up who I am. And then I am bilingual, like I said. I mentioned my spirituality, do a lot of like I said, meditation, yoga, praying, very into fitness. I go to the gym 3 days a week, every other day essentially. And then on the weekends, I usually running along the lake, going to the beach, stuff like that. I really like to be like out and connect to nature. My education, I have 3 degrees. I have an associate's in fine arts, a bachelor in psychology, and then a master's in social work. So again, I've been in college from 17 to 27. I just graduated in May of 2024. I am also, or I should say also, maybe obviously conventionally attractive, which means that I have experienced some sort of pretty privilege. I'm also light skinned, so I've experienced some sort of like, what's the word? Light skin privilege also, but like I didn't grow up experiencing that. I very much was like a chubby, not popular child, so I was very much the outcast, very much an introverted extrovert. Especially now, I'm really like, I like to be outside of the house. I'm not a homebody, but I like to be alone when I'm outside. Anyways, I feel like I am an artist. I love to draw, I love to sing, I love to play music. I don't know how to write music yet. It's something that I'm trying to develop and like share my artistry with the world as well. And like photography, love taking like and posting photos on Instagram, or and I really want to get to the point of like sharing like my voice and like I would say, I guess, my body, like doing more dance, singing videos on TikTok and stuff. Spoke about my sexuality. I'm very sex positive. I feel like at some point I probably will have an OnlyFans, because I think, let me not get into it. Like I said, I'm very sex positive. And also back to spirituality, I have looked into a lot of my numerology. For anybody that knows and like is interested in numerology, like my birthday, for example, is 9/11/1996. So I know my angel numbers. I know like my soul urge number, my life path number, my destiny number, my majesty number, all of that. And then obviously being born on 9/11 is very unique. I think my numerology and my angel numbers, all that says a lot about just myself and like what I'm trying to do in the world. And then essentially both of these neighborhoods, South Chicago and East Side that I'm from, are very working class. So I am not, you know what? I still think working class is still, there are still privileges that come with that, because that's not necessarily poor and it's not poverty either. Like I didn't ever, although being working class and like single parent, all that, I didn't kind of grow up without. Like I always had a place to sleep, roof over my head, food in my stomach, clothes on my back. My mom would, like, for any major like graduations or anything, since we didn't celebrate holidays, she would like buy me, she's bought me an Xbox, a Wii. Like she like did what needed to be done. So there definitely was still a lot of privileges that I experienced being working class. But essentially, that's my intersectionality. I don't think that I'm leaving anything out. And what I am hoping to bring and accomplish on my channel, just the spirituality, fitness, common ground. What else did I say? Vlogging, life lessons, and just providing a blueprint and a course that people can, you know, purchase and adapt to their liking. All of this is like really important to me. I just want to like be a light in a lot of the darkness that we're experiencing in the world right now. And I also left up the videos that I had already on my channel because I think that I'm really proud of them, although they're not the best quality. Maybe they're too long. I don't know. People may not like them, but I went back and watched them and I'm really proud of them, and I wanted to leave them instead of like deleting them and doing like a welcome video then. So yeah, that's me. I just wanted to introduce myself, and that's it. Please, oh, not me spitting. Please support, follow, like, subscribe, all of that. I love y'all. I hope that we can create a community together, and I'll see you in the next one.